Listening?
Yes, sir.
I
forgot your name.
Yeah, my name is William. I met you the other day, and we had a little conversation and talk and stuff like that. But right now, I'm here to talk to you about the housing situation. I'm here to also talk about the homeless situation. And politically, how you feel about what's going on now as far as people being homeless.
If you look around, there's a lot of empty places, apartments that people with low income that can, they're trying to bring things together, but I don't know about Donald Trump.
Okay.
Or the Joint Chiefs of Staff.
Okay, so you think it's a political problem there?
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm just about sure it is. You see a lot of new housing going up, and no poor people housing going up at all. If it is, it's just such a very low percentage. And this is what we're looking at right now, because there's an epidemic going on here now that they're not really putting out to the public.
They were going to put a fence over there by, right over here by where the old Arc Arena is.
Okay.
But they said no, because you put a fence around it, they're going to put mobile portals,
Right.
Not make too much problems, because the customers won't be able to go to the store, and then the people next door at the apartments, they won't be able to. I go, come on. And then downtown, there's a bunch of empty apartments.
Right.
There's a bunch.
Yes, but I think what they're saying is you got to put in an application. You got to wait 2 years or something like that, get in the house. And
we'll
then
be dead by then.
And then also you got people on Social Security only getting $800 a month, getting kicked out of their apartments because the rent increased 30%. That's just in 1 year.
Because what they did is they brought everything up. Everything up. You know what they're doing?
What they doing?
They put a brand new roof on that house. Okay. They cleaned up that complex. This is shut down. There's a lot of things that are going down.
Okay.
Because nobody can do it.
Right. Well, I think it's a political problem there that they're trying to work on. But we got to get the right people in the right places. And we got to get the right senators in there. We got to, we have to really get our political act together, because a lot of money being spent in a lot of different places where they're not being spent at. We got to look at the people in this country.
Yeah, but guess what? Donald Trump. Okay, I'm going to say two things.
Okay.
Okay, you ready for this?
Go ahead.
Okay, he was KKK.
Yeah, well, we already know his background and his parents.
Okay.
Yes.
You know how he got in the office?
How he get in the office?
Russia.
Okay, that's another thing that's
now he's got China against us. He already going to threaten to go to war.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. I would love hearing your opinions. I love to hear what you're talking about, because a lot of people are probably feeling the same way, and they can't address it like you doing it. And the way you're doing it is a good way, because it's from your heart. It's what you feel and what you see every day on the news, reading in the newspaper.
I saved girls. I'm talking like 16 years old, 15 years old.
Right.
Okay, they got off the bus. There was two boys running after them. Okay, I tackled them. Bam, bam, bam. They took off. One took off running. The other girl stayed with me. I put her underneath a bush or a tree, and she slept till the next morning.
Oh, because she was scared?
Yeah.
See, we need heroes out here. So I'm saying, and that's what we're talking about too. We need political heroes just as well as the heroes inside the community. See,
just like her. Okay. Anything happened to her, and I was right there.
Right. You would have been probably no more glad to give your life for it. That's the same thing our military and
I am retired Navy.
Our military do. We raise our young children up to go fight in the military, 18 and 19 years old, and they actually give their lives, but they give their lives for what they believe in. They stand for what's morally right, and we need more citizens and more people to do that.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm glad with this interview with you because, you know, I'm getting something out of it too.
You know,
Yes, so my name is William Brown, and what it is, I'm interviewing this lady right here called she's homeless, right here in America, Sacramento, California. I'm living on a bus stop right now. This never happened in our country before. We want to ask her a few questions about her condition and why she's out here like this. It shouldn't be, you know, a lady her age, a lady with her dignity and respect. And she's out here with nowhere to stay. She's on the bus stop. Look at her blankets and everything. Come on now, America. Let's get this right. How did this come about?
I just,
You didn't pay your rent or?
no. I know. I didn't, that's not it. Something happened and I left. It wasn't because of rent or not paying rent or couldn't have paid the rent.
But you're home right now and you're sleeping on the bed. You know any shelters that you can go to?
No. I
None?
won't go to a shelter.
Okay, well, what we're here for is just to find out, you know, why you out here. And there's so many people out here that is homeless that need the help from the city, from the people to get them off the streets and stuff like that. But right now, it should be somebody coming along and offering you a place to stay and things right here or not.
It should. They should.
That's the only thing we're trying to find out. Why is this going on like this in America and the United States, in our own city, Sacramento? Yeah, so like you said, you had a few problems and stuff like that, and you're out here, and you really have no shelters, nowhere to go. So, like I said, you're at a bus stop, and a bench, you're a respectful young lady, a lady, right? And we want to just try to make sure everything come out all right for you. So, okay, we appreciate you very much, and thank you very much for your little time, okay? What is your name? Tree? Okay. Okay. And you just tell me, you're a young lady, maybe in your 50s, and you're a single mom, and she lost her son last year. That's what she's saying. And she's homeless at the same time. We want to know, how do you think you're going to get rid of this homeless program that you're having right now?
Well,
Is there a way of anybody helping you out here?
well, I understand is the navigator has the way into the free federal housing. And there's more than one. I only recently heard yesterday that the postal navigator person got fired. I know John goes down to the main library, the white navigator is still working. That's just federal housing. And once you stay, as long as you like to, there's a drug-free house. GIP. There's also VOA, Volunteer Service Shelter, and I can
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Have you put in any applications anywhere?
No.
Do you know a lot of places that I talk to a lot of other people? They say you put in an application. Sometimes you have to wait for a year or maybe 2 years
Certain programs, I've heard of that
for them to accept your application and stuff.
For housing or for the program?
Well, for housing mostly. And programming.
Certain programs of housing like that, like one guy South Young is like that. Yeah, I know about it. I've heard of it. They make their money. They feel close. It might be like that too at times. Okay, but neither one of those programs appeal can work for me. Can do I need to do.
Okay.
Okay.
But you're trying to get back in housing right now, right? And
I'm trying to get back inside, Sergeant. Go to preparing classes, and I recently was had my
and
financial rights taken away from me because the last minute, the day before the court date,
and
She
you
calls me
actually
to tell me about the court date.
and you actually need help from the public, right?
Yes,
you
I
need
do.
some assistance, and that's the main thing that we come out here and we try to find out: are you getting assistance? Do you need assistance? So we
have
can,
my food
so we
You know,
can have the
that's-
people. So we can have the people, you know, come by and see you, and then look around and probably see the people that need the help, and you'll be able, they'll be able to help you out
I
here.
know that once.
You know what I mean?
I
'Cause you are an American, right?
Yes, sir.
And us Americans need to look out for each other. Make sure we have a place to live, place to eat, a food and shelter. So we're gonna be doing this video because of that right now, okay? I'm not gonna stay too long, okay?
Very glad to hear that.
So okay.
Good job.
Yeah.
All
All right. Roll your window down. Hey, how you doing, bro?
Good, how you doing?
How long you been out here homeless?
Man, I've been here since April.
Since April?
Yeah.
What got you homeless?
Huh?
What got you homeless? Did you?
My parents didn't take me back in this time.
Oh, okay. Well, is it hard to get a place or something? Because I'm doing a little film right now.
Huh?
And I'm doing a little film and a little documentary right now.
I'm trying to find a place to stay. I got SSI now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, as they tell me, sometimes it takes a year or 2 years for you to get a place.
Some apartments, yeah, take a while to get a waiting list.
Yeah, and that could be up to a year or 2 years.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You don't know anyone renting or anything? No?
No, but what I do, I try to get a list, and I'll probably get back over here tomorrow. I have her come pass out a list.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'll get the list, okay?
Okay.
All right. We're just trying to see what's going on with the people, because
Man,
this
the
homeless.
cops been running everyone out. Used a lot of tents out over
Yeah, the police is running people out,
Yeah,
and they
running
putting them in jail and letting them back out. Yeah,
shelter closing down.
Yeah, they're just taking the problem, understand me, moving to another whole position, not solving the problem.
Yeah, you got to open up some type of shelter or something.
Right. And it's going to be raining pretty soon, so there's going to be a
Yeah.
lot of people sick, a lot of people in the hospital.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's all right if we put you on our film so we can show people out here that need their help.
All right.
All right, what you say your name is again?
Rodney.
Huh?
Rodney.
My name is William.
All right, nice to meet you.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Okay.
I'm Brenda.
And hopefully we can get down here and we can probably give you some location on some housing.
All right.
All right, thank
All
you
right,
very
take
much.
care. All right, God bless.
All right, God bless you too.
Uh-huh.
See what I'm saying? That's all the places at. Make sure the police is not come out. You can just stay right there. She can get it from right there.
Thank you.
Yeah, so what is it like to be homeless out here? Can you tell me anything about it?
Living out here homeless is hard and tedious, and it's very. We put a lot of hard work and sweat and blood and tears into our projects and little things that we have left, and a lot of us are homeless without a lot of relief for certain things that cover up for bigger problems in society. They say it's sad that we get one last shot on this society, and then there won't be any society left if we don't fix it sooner or later.
Oh, you're right about that, because I'm actually doing a campaign about that, and like what's going on, they like stepping the people out here. You know what I mean? People can't
They're not
survive
giving
like this
us
forever.
places fast enough.
And I just heard another.
From what I understand, there was always some kind of housing problem with each one of us. There was always something botched planned, but we were all born in the state of California, or
We're all citizens.
came here, but we all share one common thing. That stuff was wrong.
And we
It was
all
for sure.
Americans.
Yeah, I heard
And that's the main
that.
thing. We are all Americans, and we should be treated better than that. We have people that done died for this country. See what I'm saying? They didn't come back home to go to war to see their sisters, their brothers, and everybody out here doing like this. This is America. We one of the richest countries in the world. You know? And I can understand everything you're saying. And the guy just told me around the corner, they got the police running people away, running them out, and the people coming right back, arresting them and everything else. That's not solving the problem.
Stealing our stuff is common out here. Bagging it up and putting on a truck is common often.
Oh, yeah?
Taking stuff behind our back, just picking up the whole camp and putting it on a truck and leaving with it.
Yeah, they're taking your stuff and then...
Yeah.
Yeah, and you don't have nothing already. And that's sad. You already don't have anything.
I know. Right now I don't, but in the future I will. Hopefully on the Golden Gates on the other side, somewhere in the clouds. Is a long time later.
Oh yeah, somewhere in the clouds. See,
Okay.
and that
Internet
don't
good.
sound good. That sound like, understand me. Here's a
For the
couple of
rest
dollars
of
for
your
you
life.
right now, ma'am. This is not for the interview.
I get
This
it.
is because, understand me, you need it.
Thank
okay?
you so much, and I do. I'll use it for a good reason.
Okay, thank you.
Have a great day.
All right. All right.
Have a blessed weekend. God
too.
bless you.
Mhm.
Thank you.
My name is William Brown. This is John Owen. Yes, he's a dialysis patient, so we want to get the truth right out the mouth of a patient that's doing dialysis, so we'll know what the need is for Proposition 8 right now. So, can you tell me anything about it right now? Why you need it?
Yeah, right now, I need it just to survive. I'm stage 5 kidney failure. I go 5 days a week because I have a port in my chest. I've had it for quite a long time now. I've had this port surgeries to have it put in here, and it hasn't worked. So I'm totally dependent on this, and it helps. It saves my life every day I go.
You know, and that's very important because one thing that I talk with other dialysis patients, and you know, they got grandkids, they got family, they want to live, and they can't live if they cut off the support that they got right now. You know.
That's totally correct. I mean, if it wasn't for these dialysis centers, I'd be dead a long time ago. And I'm really grateful to the centers and to the drivers and to the U.S. public for help supporting me.
So that's me. I speak for him. I speak for all the rest of the Americans here in the United States. These people need that help. We don't need to cut off. So we don't need to cut off because, like I said, if they do that, we're going to lose a lot of lives. When a person misses getting picked up for dialysis, they taking 40% of chance of going to the hospital. And there's hundreds of people out here that need dialysis, that's on dialysis, which means it'll overflood the hospitals, it'll overflow the ambulance service, and there's not enough doctors and stuff to handle it. So we need to keep Proposition 8 going, and you know, for the people to be able to get dialysis and the stuff that they need to live. This is somebody's father, this is somebody's grandfather, this is somebody's brother, and you know what I mean? And that's just how it is. We have to all stand together on this issue right here, because life is very important. Everybody wants to live, regardless of what skin color or whatever it is. We need to survive, and that's the truth of the whole issue in the matter. So, okay, it was nice of you telling me what's going on, so we can get it out to the public. Okay.
All right.
All right. And I'm William Brown. I'm a driver. I help transport some of the dialysis patients. And like I said, I'm really concerned about this because when it comes to life, we need to be Americans and stand up for all Americans that want to live. Thank you. Yes, I'm here right now with Miss Colleen Fields, and she have dialysis, and she have to go to dialysis. How many times you go a week?
Three times a week
3 times a week.
for 3.5 hours a day.
Okay, what happens if you don't go one day?
If I don't go one day, there's a 40% chance of me ending up in the hospital.
Okay. What they normally do in the hospital for you? Just do the same thing?
Well, you have long waits because they have like 3 or 4 machines,
Mhm.
and that's to service everybody.
Mhm.
So if Prop 8 were to go through and they close down our clinics, there would probably be thousands of people that would die.
Okay, so how many times you say you go a week?
3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday,
Okay.
and I go for 3.5 hours a day.
And you say your doctor said if you miss all 3 treatments, what'll happen?
No, he told me if I had missed 2 weeks of treatments, it would kill me.
And you know, that's really terrible. You know why? Because we are the elder generation. We want to see our grandkids. Not only that, we want to keep our family together, give family support and raise them up right. And a lot of it comes from the older people now, for the younger people to do right in their lives and the things that they need to do.
Right.
So therefore, this dialysis thing is actually, it's an epidemic and it's major. They don't want you to know, but it's a very lot of people on dialysis. And we want to make sure that they get the proper treatment, they get cared for right. They are Americans. We are all Americans no matter what color we are.
That's
which
right.
means we have a big impact on the world, but we got to have a bigger impact on ourselves here.
That's right.
You know what I mean? So it's good for you to get the medical treatment any way that you can get it, that's provided in the way that it's supposed to be, that's clean, safe, and you're able to live on.
Yes.
You know, because like I said, ain't nothing no better than a memory of your mother or your father or your sister and brother at the dinner table for Thanksgiving, for Christmas, for different days and different times of the year. You know what I mean? And that's really, that's ours. And when it's taken away, we must stand up and fight for it.
Right.
So, Ms. Fields, I really enjoy that you telling me what you're telling me, because I know it's the truth. I'm a transport driver, and I see a lot of this every day, and it just makes me sad inside to know that the people's trying to cut off their support. So I'm here to do what I need to do, and I'm so happy for you. You know what I mean? That you getting the treatment that you need right now. You got a beautiful daughter here with you, help taking care of you.
Yeah.
So you know, this is a part of my interview I hate to do because we have to separate.
There you go. Well, remember to vote no on Proposition 8.
Thank you, Ms. Fields. Thank you very much. Dialysis. You know, people need dialysis to live because...
My dad passed on dialysis.
Did he? Yeah, because...
He was on the dialysis machine and he just...
Yeah, well, they actually trying to
He
cut
just
it
went.
out. They try to cut it out, but that's what's helping people now. See what I'm saying? Helping them stay alive. There's some people, because I work for a transport service. You know?
Oh, do you?
Yes, I do. And what goes on with that is they have to go to dialysis 2 or 3 times a week. And if
Yeah.
they miss it one time, that means they have
That
to go to
can-
the hospital.
Yeah,
See what I'm
because
saying?
that messes up with their blood system.
Yeah, messes up their blood system, because actually the machines cost too much for them to afford to have them at home. Then they have to have
You got a pipe in this side, you got a pipe in this side.
Oh, good, you know about it.
You
yeah.
got one in the heart.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And so
they
therefore,
gotta
like I
flush
said,
you.
they're trying to cut it out, and we don't want that to happen, because thousands of people have died. The hospital can't handle all the people that's getting sick. So that's what we combat right now.
Okay.
And also we combating the hate crimes.
I know.
how.
Here's another thing, sir. Real quick. Okay. Donald Trump, you know how he got in the office?
Yes.
Russia paid for it.
Yeah, I heard that earlier. And like I said, your opinion is recognized. So I'm saying, so. Hello, my name is William Brown. And what I'm doing here, I'm doing a little video, a little segment, because a lot of things is going on in the United States that shouldn't be going on. And everybody see it, but nobody recognizes it. We got elections coming up. We got certain things happening in our society that need to be addressed. And one of them is the homeless situation, Proposition 8, Proposition 10, and Proposition U. The whole problem is this. We have a lot of people going through dialysis that if they don't get the treatment, they will die, as you see on the video. And the people are talking because the truth is where it lies at, where the people are that it's happening to. And these are Americans. If they don't get the treatment, they'll die. And if they Proposition 8 pass, our cities cannot uphold the cost that it would take. We don't have the ambulance, we don't have the doctor power, hospital cannot take care of it. We need to pass no on 8, because for one thing is the people will die. These are our people here in the United States. People, our loved ones, people that have been in the military and back, people want to be here with their grandkids and their families. These are things that we're trying to stand up for right now and let the people see. That you have to vote and vote right. Right now, our country is being ran by, to me, it's like a dictatorship, which means, understand, there's a lot of hate going on. That's one of our biggest problems here in the United States, hate. When you send messages out to the public, when you get to talking about the Democrats is a mob or something like that, that's another sign of hate. That's another sign of going against someone in a way without respect. So a lot of things been happening on the big level of our politicians and stuff like that. Like I said, we got a lot of minorities here that's not getting fair treatment. The homeless situation is really bad also, which means they have hundreds of people here, right here in Sacramento, that's getting ran off the streets by the police, getting their stuff taken and stuff like that, and they're really scared to even come out and talk now, because for one thing, they have no way to combat this solution. We need to find a way to combat this solution that we have right now, and this is major. Like I said, we have people, maybe hundreds of people have died on Proposition 8 if it was not done right, if it was not voted on no by the people. We are the public. We the people in each community. I'm asking you all to band together, no matter what color or nationality you are, so we can do the right thing about people. Money and greed have took over the United States. We want the people to see this. Politicians, understand me, is not doing what they're supposed to do because of the money and the greed. And now it even came to murder and people getting killed because people using their mouth to say things that they're not supposed to say that endanger other people. So we need to start looking at things for what it is, so we go out to the poll and vote for what's right. Vote to keep people alive, vote for people that have a home to live in, vote for people that have food and shelter. Our Constitution was not built on what's going on now. We wasn't have built on this thing of destroying America and letting Americans die. We are a better race of people. We are a better people than that in this United States. We are many races, but we want to be better. We want to be all we can be. We want to stand up for what's right. We want to live, understand me? We want to see our grandkids. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people that's on dialysis will not see their grandkids or will die, because if that's cut off, the hospitals can't handle it. And they talking about roaches and clean facilities. There's more roaches walking on Sacramento ground than it is in the hospitals there. You know, even the White House got roaches. They send somebody out there every now and then to go spray. So all this political stuff that they're bringing up, half of it is propaganda, and half of it is wrong, and half of it is led by a dictatorship that's on the top of the politicians that's supposed to be head of everything, and they're not really head of everything. They got false accusations, they got lies going on, they got stuff bad about themselves happening in their world. And we need to start seeing that stuff now. As human beings, each and every one of us in the United States need to see this. It's not good. We all know it, but we shine our head, we turn our head away from this. We shine our head away from people dying. We shine our head away from stuff our own presidents say. And we need to stand up and tell him, no, it ain't going like that. It shouldn't be like that. Because he's not doing the job and everybody knows it. So the whole thing is, we got a chance to get into the elections and do what we need to do for the people. We need to get it done. That's something we actually need to have it done. We need the right things to happen. We need people to live. We need shelter. We need homes. We need the people to stop getting killed by the police because of their color and their skin. And people just don't like them because of their nationality or their national origin. That needs to stop. And by us being Americans, we need to stop that. We have men enlisted in the military. They don't want to come home to see their grandmama, their cousin, sitting on the curb, nowhere to go. They don't want to come home and understand their relatives shot up because of the color of their skin. What has this place turned into? This is a vigilante place right now. It's not a safe place to live in the United States. A lot of people say, if you don't like the United States, get out of here. But you know what? Everybody here came in here on a boat, but the Native Americans, they was already here, and they got killed out. That started hundreds of years ago. It's time to stop. All the killing, all the hating, that's the biggest problem we have right now. Hate is the biggest thing in the whole world, especially the United States. Hate has become effective, especially when you got people running the United States that are Klan members, that are actually Klan members raised up by Klans, raised up through hate, raised up with hate. Hate got to be stamped out at all costs. Hate cannot live. Hate cannot survive. Hate will not it will not progress here. We will stop hate no matter what it is. Every community, every person, every color have to come together and vote to get that hate up out of there. And we know what the hate is already. And we need to elect somebody and the people that's in office that's going to do the job and make it safe for all Americans to live and have a national and a very good life to live here. This place got plenty of money, but greed and took over. Greed and money and people in power, looking out for themselves and their own kind. We need to stop that. Everybody in the United States, no matter what creed or color, you're born in the United States, you should be a United States citizen. You're going to go to war, you're going to die for this country. But if you go to war and die for this country, you need payback. And payback means, hey, I am a citizen and I deserve the right to be free and freedom of speech, freedom to live, freedom not to be hungry, freedom not to go through the things I go through in life and seeing other people getting hurt and damaged by the things that they're getting damaged by politically. So we need to stand up for each other and be Americans as well as being who we are. And Americans, understand me, they stamped out the Nazis, Germany, Hitler, a long time ago. But we got the same thing happening in the United States like a dictatorship, hating on hate. And hating on hate is hate, which means a hate crime. And people doing hate crimes, we're not doing much about it. We need to start understanding, we start shining our head, turning our heads away from the problem and deal with it. Address it just like it is. It's hate. It needs to be gone. We don't want it. We don't need it. We don't need the greed to stop people, understand me, from having homes to live in and having food to have in their house and for their children. What kind of place is this? They're taking everything away that they gave. And one thing about Obama, understand me, when he stepped in, the whole country was going bankrupt. He bailed out the banks. Not only the lights was finna go out in the United States, he stopped that. And then not only that, Bin Laden. He's in office when Bin Laden was captured. We don't know the whole story behind Bin Laden and what happened in the whole incident. But the whole thing is, it calls us 9/11, which means, understand me, he came in as a president and he addressed everything like it's supposed to be. So stop hating on the people that don't need to be hated on or treated bad or talked about that did an excellent job here. There's no president that's been perfect. But right now, I think one of the presidents right now we have the worst of all time. And everybody know it and everybody's seeing, but they shining their head to it. But yet still, we still got to be Americans. We still got to go to poll and vote to change things around for everybody. And for the people that want peace, the people that want to able to live in a place where they're wanted and accepted as Americans. So thank you. That's the end of my broadcast. I want you to see some of the things that's going on that's not being talked, and people that really don't know about dialysis and stuff like that, and homeless people. They are going through so much right now, and there's no solution. The police is running them off the streets. The police, understand me, is taking their stuff from them so the people don't see them where they're hiding and stuff. So this is a political thing going on here because a lot of people running for office is not telling the truth. So make sure you write for the right people. You vote for the right people. Like I said, the Republicans is all about money. There are rats in another way going against, understand me, the people. I'm a Democrat, okay? But yet still, I'm for all the people that want to have a good life here and not to be pushed around, not to have their constitutional rights taken away from them. So, like I was saying, look at it for what it is. Look at me for who I am. I'm just one person. But guess what? One person could change the world. But Jesus changed the world. A lot of other presidents that had to make decisions changed the world. They even go against Hitler. And the whole thing about now, when you bring hate into the process, that's it. It's just another Hitler doing the same thing again at a different time. So we need to start looking at everything, what it is, and shut it down. Shut down everything that needs to be shut down in the way it's supposed to be, by voting and not by violence, not by hate. I'll say thank you very much. Peace and out. I'm William Brown.